Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of 10 Minute Marvel. Today we're going to be looking back at Ironheart and talk about where the characters, kind of the main 5 characters from Ironheart, are going to be showing up next. Plus news and rumors that have popped up. So, I personally, Petter, will be showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day, so look for me there. And co-hosting, as always,
As always, everybody, I'll be in the sleeper hit called, I don't
Secret
know,
Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Greg
I was,
played 3 of the Skrulls
yeah,
because they could save on makeup.
I was stressing the sleeper hit because I'm ready to go to bed. But we got a podcast to do, people. We
Yes.
can't we can't uh, we can't not do this. We can't not come through for our 12
Fans.
listeners. I don't know how many there are. I'll take 12. I'm not
Hmm.
complaining. But if you 12 listeners are looking for more ways to support us here at 10 Minute Marvel, you can do that by finding us on our YouTube channel. You just search 10 Minute Marvel there. Give us a like and thumb smash that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. That's always
Yes.
super helpful. We really appreciate that. And find and follow us on Facebook or that other thing called X, with an X, whatever. Hashtag 10 Minute Marvel on there. And of course, you can leave a rating and review. 5 stars are always nice. On your, I botched the last part of it.
Yeah.
Let me, let
Wherever
me,
you
let,
get friendly neighborhood podcasts from.
what Petter said, everybody, what he said.
Yes.
Working
S-
on all one cylinders today.
that one brain cell, it's
Yep.
hitting the corner.
Yeah. It's one just very faint synaptic jump happening between synaptic spaces. The one
Yes.
synaptic space I have going.
Why have more when one will do?
One will do. Yep. So, all right, Petter. Nice Pokemon shirt, by the way.
Thank you
Love it. Um,
for
what are
all
we
of
gonna do
you
first?
in this
Oh,
visual medium here.
yeah.
Uh, we are going
News,
to start
rumors?
with our rumors first. This one just popped up. I saw it today. Elle Fanning potentially as Jean Grey.
Elle Fanning.
Hmm. The younger sister
Elle?
of, yes,
Oh,
younger
Dakota
sister
Fanning?
of Dakota Fanning. I think from what I've seen, both of them do acting wise, I think Elle is the better actor out of the two. So I'd be stoked to have her play Jean Grey.
Is it Elle or Ellie?
It's pronounced Elle, I believe.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
27 years old. Okay, going back to the age thing. That
Hmm.
fits. That computes. And what do we got for her for movie wise? We've got Maleficent, The Great, The Complete Unknown. Huh, the Bob uh Dylan story. That's cool.
Hmm.
All the Brightest Places. Not sure about that. Super 8. Was that a good
Yeah.
one? That was kind of a
S-
sci-fi horror, right?
Super 8 is phenomenal. I love that one.
Okay. All right.
Kids on
Oh,
Bike,
Predator
sci-fi horror.
Badlands.
Oh,
Shoots of
nice.
Predator Badlands. I think. Okay. All right. I'll take it.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So, Marvel, you have our seal of approval there.
Yes.
Just let's go for it. Next up, this one comes from Marvel Leaks 22. America Chavez is going to show up in multiple Phase 6 projects, including a movie and a show.
The now 46-year-old America Chavez is she's oh man. I feel like everybody's gonna
She
be like, who's this?
she might be 18 now, maybe
Okay.
19. She was very young when she was in or she was quite young when she was in Doctor Strange of the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. And every time I hear her name, I just kind of want a pizza bowl. That's honest to God truth. Her name in my brain is associated to pizza bowls. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna find one. I'm gonna eat it.
I'm trying to remember what her name is.
Her real name?
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh Sheetal?
it's not something that weird, is it?
It's
Sorry.
Xochitl. How
What?
that's pronounced. Saushil? Saushil Gomez.
Really?
Yeah, she is 19. But the question, of course, with that is then what
Oh yeah.
show could she show up in? Because I think movie, like, oh, she's going to show up in a Phase 6 movie. Yeah, most people are going to show up in a Phase 6 movie. I've already said I'm showing up in a Phase 6 movie because it's just a fairly safe bet at this point.
Oh, I didn't get any casting call.
Either
Oh,
have I, but it seems like they're just casting everybody, or
yeah.
everybody's been rumored. So, what show? Is there any show that's been announced where you're like, okay, yeah, it would make sense to have her show up in that?
Hmm. She seems a little out of place for champions, but that's the right age. And that's not, well,
Yeah, it's not announced yet. If they do a Strange Academy,
yeah, because she was
she would.
practicing, right? In the
Mm-hmm.
end of that, Multiverse of Madness, she was practicing
Yeah, and
what
Kamatage. So,
that's which is weird. Like, why not? Isn't she good at, I guess why not get extra powers, right? If she's got
well,
the
and I
magic
think,
touch.
yeah, I think it's control over her powers too. Like she
Oh yeah.
would kind of just burst through into whatever dimension.
Yeah. She had like this, she had to find the raw emotion or something like that. She couldn't
Hmm.
control it and didn't know where she was
Yeah.
going. So yeah. I guess that makes sense. It's learning to use the force, really.
Hmm. Basically, yes.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would say Strange Academy makes some good sense right
Hmm.
there. Um, will she show back up in the next Doctor
Doctors,
Strange?
I could see that too. Um, I think if that's the Marvel movie between Secret Wars and well, Doomsday and Secret Wars, I could see her showing up in that.
Hmm. Otherwise,
I mean, Secret Wars, sure.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know.
Uh, Next one is we may be getting a Norman Osborn in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is.
What aren't we getting in that movie? I feel like we've got a lot going on in that
So many
movie.
rumors. It's interesting that this one didn't say like Green Goblin or anything like that. I'd like to
Mm,
see them kind of slow roll Norman Osborn, though hasn't it been kind of confirmed in No Way Home, like that this world doesn't have a Norman?
how is it? Um,
I thought they said something about that.
oh, because right, he didn't know any Norman Osborn,
Hmm.
but when the Green Goblin came, right, that was
Yeah.
some, yeah. Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
guess
it's not,
either,
yeah.
I mean,
It,
whatever, I guess. But you're right.
mhm.
I don't, they kind of already established that it wasn't there, that he
Yeah.
wasn't there. I don't know.
I'm thinking that one's kind of on doubtful to
Yeah.
happen.
Or just really poorly overlooked and they'll just let it slide. I don't know. Let it be a
I mean,
thing.
that's Sony's style.
Yeah. Right.
Poorly planned out and just let it slide. Um, Moon Knight season two, starting to hear rumors about that again. I I would love a second season of that show.
It
Just
has to
because
happen.
we have the third personality now. It has to happen.
Yeah, I mean it's such a good it's such a good opening into a second season, I feel like. And what it's kind of both of the I'm trying to remember their names now.
Mark and Steven,
Yeah, going after
Jake.
Jake Lockley, right?
Yes. Mark
Which I
Spector and Stephen Grant. But they don't even know about Jake Lockley yet. So they're going to have to figure out about Jake Lockley, probably while Jake Lockley is doing absolutely horrible things to people who maybe deserve it in Khonshu's name.
right. It's interesting. It's like it's kind of like the giveaway. So it's like if you knew that Tyler Durden was both characters in Fight Club, but you have two characters that don't know of the third character.
Hmm.
But they somehow it's gonna be some tricky writing, I would think, because
Yeah.
you have to interweave them and also make it very apparent that they're not sure who this it has no relation to them, right? So,
Hmm.
to me, if I was a writer, I would take that on as like a really fun project. I think that's like a
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool writing project, right? So, you get some good people in there. That could be a really fun show.
Hmm. Then this rumor has popped up. I'm sure we'll see more rumors kind of around Mephisto popping up here that Marvel is looking to adapt the Damnation storyline. The kind of brief synopsis of that storyline is Doctor Strange faces off against Mephisto, who plans to seize Las Vegas and turn it into his own hell on Earth.
That sounds fun.
It does sound entertaining.
I'm assuming you have not read that.
I have not read that. I would actually say let's make this a Ironheart season two. Have it
Hmm.
be Riri who's facing off against Mephisto, and Mephisto now is holding everything, and then you can bring in Zelma as like some magical backup.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's in Chicago. So maybe Mephisto's trying to take over Chicago
Yeah,
instead of LA, Las Vegas. And
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
Mephisto already has LA. So
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's fine. Yeah, there's a yeah. I was gonna keep going with that, but I'm like, nah, I'll just leave it. Um, I think I am excited. I really want more Sacha Baron Cohen. I really do.
Hmm.
I think if you
Dude, dude was
if you
just
don't,
fun.
I think he's really good at his craft. I
Yes.
mean, just set Borat aside and just know that this guy can really play a character if you let him. So, and Mephisto is a pretty great character for him to play. So
Yes.
more of that, more Zelma. Yeah, she lit up the screen, so that's fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool if they adapted that into more of the next season of Ironheart, because
Yeah.
don't leave us hanging on that. They have a great start.
Yeah, and it's fun. Like we've seen heroes in LA, and we're with She-Hulk and with Wonder Man coming up here. We've seen heroes in New York primarily. I guess like even Iron Man is out LA area
Hmm.
to start. So
Yeah.
let's let's set something in Chicago where it makes sense. It's not just teaming with superheroes. Like you need your superhero on the ground who has to deal with it, and we're not going to ask the question, "Oh, why wasn't Spider-Man there? Why didn't She-Hulk show up to help?" Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, the Great Lakes Avengers are only 6 to 8 hours away,
Hmm.
so they can join.
Well, it depends on which lake.
It, it does depend on which lake you're right. We got a lot of them. So,
Yes.
um, do you think they would, I feel like for that show, they have to leave it in Chicago. Like it's so rooted in it. So you
Yeah.
don't want to move it. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, you could have Doctor Strange show up because can easily get
Hmm.
from one place to another. Is there anybody else, or do you think they would shift to New York or LA as like, I
No,
think
I
that'd be a dumb
think
idea, but what
yeah.
do you do? Because there's not
I
many other
think
characters around that are
I
based
think
out of
you
Chicago.
make that kind of the big point is Mephisto sees Chicago as easy pickings
Hmm,
because
sure.
there isn't anybody else there. And so now the plucky team of people who are there, Ezekiel Stane maybe showing up again to help out, Riri, Zelma, they have to figure out how do we come together now that we know what Mephisto is doing in the background. How do we come together to be able to stop Mephisto?
Mm. We get Wong in there.
Hmm. Wong, honestly, America Chavez,
Yeah.
have her like be like, okay, you've done all this theoretical work at Carmitage. Wong drops her off to study with Zelma to learn magic in a different way, and she joins.
Yeah. That could work.
Boom.
I mean, you
Marvel,
got
call us up.
there you go. I'll write that script.
Yes.
No, I will
Where
not.
Werewolf by Night getting a sequel?
Uh, that would be a little long overdue, but kind of exciting.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
know
know
what
that
it's like. I don't know what to feel about it because I just it seems like
they
such a
it's a very contained thing.
yes,
Obviously, they teased Elsa Bloodstone. We have Jack Russell. We have
man thing.
Ted. Yeah. And so it's basically throw them in some other adventure, Monster of the Week sort of thing. I mean, you could go really crazy and introduce, I don't know, Blackheart, Mephisto's son in that, or Chthon, or whomever you want.
Yeah. What other beastly character?
I mean, I would say it'd be an interesting spot to introduce like a Dakin or X-23. Kind of
X-23? Really?
kind of the more like go feral with it, like reintroduce the character as a new character. It's kind of like a wild wolf-like
Hmm.
creature. Wolfsbane or
Sabretooth?
Sabretooth could be interesting. Um, what are the other ones from the New Mutants movie? Demon Bear?
Oh.
Yeah, just kind of pull some of those crazier ones from that. Have them be the team that goes rescues Ilyana Rasputin, magic from
Hmm.
hell.
Yeah.
Like, I think you don't really need to tie it into what's happened before or into anything else happening in Marvel. And that's the great thing of Werewolf by Night.
True. That would make it a lot. Yeah. It would make it fun that way. I'd agree. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, like if we got a Halloween special every 3 years for Werewolf by Night, or just kind of those types of characters done in a very like classic horror movie stylized way. You can pick a different horror movie each time or style each
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Just play around with it, have fun.
Yeah.
How about Johnny Blaze? The rumor that we're going to be getting a Ghost Rider in the MCU has resurfaced again, and that the Ghost Rider will be a Johnny Blaze. I think it's just a matter of time. Whether or not
Yes.
that's before Secret Wars or after, don't know.
Right. Or how about Johnny Blaze and Werewolf by Night?
Hmm. Yep.
Um,
I almost said
yeah.
that, then I realized that was my next piece of rumor, so I held off on it.
I I agree. It's only a matter of time.
Mhm.
So
And from Daniel RPK saying a Silver Surfer project is in the works or in development.
I feel like there's a lot in development, right? Which
Hmm.
again, it's just ideas, right?
Hmm.
Not a ton behind it, but there's talk.
Yeah.
So
And development can be a writer being like, "Ooh, I think I have a good idea. Let me talk to Marvel, see if they like it."
yeah,
Or it can be like Marvel saying, "Oh, this character is testing well. We should try and create a show for them or a movie for them, a la uh, Echo."
right.
So that's it for the rumors. The news, we had, I think, a couple new Fantastic Four clips this week. Greg, did you watch them?
I did. I think I did. Um, I remember seeing Mr. Fantastic, the different stretch.
Yeah, like that was, I think, part of the behind the scenes
Was
kind
that?
of
Yeah, I
one.
can't remember which
Yeah,
was which. We had the one about the dinner at seven, right? That was the extended
that,
one.
yeah, we talked about that last week.
Was that last week? Okay, I wasn't sure if
Yep.
we talked about that in conversation like text or if it was last week.
Yep.
Time flies, people.
Hmm.
Um, what
Then
was good?
the new one was kind of a Johnny Storm focused one about how he was pretty confident that the Silver Surfer was flirting with him.
I might have missed that.
That one I just shared today. So you would have been in the car. I think it came out yesterday or the day
Okay.
before.
Man, they've really been pushing them out, haven't they? Like
Yeah,
lots of,
this
but it's very, I think they're really advertising
yes,
hard.
they are definitely advertising hard. This isn't a ton different from lead up to other films. Um, Thunderbolts might have had a little bit less, but I feel like
Yeah,
Brave New World had about this much going into it.
yeah, that's true. It definitely feels like they are stepping up their game or have been for these last
Mhm.
three
Yeah,
films. And so I
I
did
think
almost buy the Fantastic Four Pop-Tarts today. I almost did.
nice. Four different flavors, one Pop-Tart.
I guess so. I don't know. Like I think they're gross, but I was like, kind of want to buy one,
Uh,
but
you resisted temptation
I
for
did.
now.
Yep, for now.
A few more Fantastic Four things to run through real quick here. First off, Matt Shackman teasing that the aspect ratio is going to change when Galactus is in the scene. I'm
Cool.
assuming it's going to be done in a way that makes Galactus seem kind of that more imposing, like grander scale.
Was it like IMAX chain only an IMAX?
It might have been only in IMAX.
Because yeah, I think it's just going to give a little bit larger, or
Yeah.
it's not going to. Yeah, I am not a huge film buff and think about this sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Marvel
But
has done a good job with it before in stuff like WandaVision, where the aspect ratio changes depending on the show that you're watching. And I think there's something else that they've changed aspect ratio on. I think Miss Minutes videos changed. So like her training videos were more like a classic CRT television
oh sure,
ratio before going back to widescreen.
I might have not even noticed that honestly, like which is kind of sad in a way. But
Yeah. They
um,
call it out in WandaVision. The other time they don't as
yeah.
much.
Um, I mean, it's, I'm sure it adds an effect that my
Hmm.
brain takes in and is like, oh, this is cooler for some reason, right? But I'm
Hmm.
just not recognizing what it is.
Yeah.
So, exactly what it's supposed to do. Good job, Marvel. I like it.
Yes. The last two Fantastic Four ones are kind of in-world little teases. First off, the Mad Thinker is referenced in a newspaper clip that kind of I'm assuming it's probably part of a montage from the movie of like all the people that the Fantastic Four have beaten to get them to the point where they're established.
Oh yeah, didn't see that one either. What?
Yeah. And then they did kind of some different advertisements, like in-universe style advertisements for different Fantastic Four things. And one had a section that was like Doom protection or Doom detection. So like I think people are reading into it a lot as like, oh, that's a Doctor Doom Easter egg. No, that's Doom detection can take many forms. An earthquake, a flood, a
Yeah, but
blizzard,
it's an
a
interesting choice of
giant.
words, is it
Yes.
not?
Yeah, oh, yeah. No, it's very intentionally done. I think if people are really reading into it, it's like, no, Doom protection or Doom detection refers to the Fantastic Four are going to be in Doomsday, not Doctor Doom being a big or like a character that's greatly important in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I think it's just a mess with us.
Yes. Daredevil Born Again season 2 has wrapped filming. Huzzah.
Lovely.
Not much to say there. And did you watch the 6-second Wonder Man clip?
No, I saw that, but I forgot to go back to it.
It's, I mean, it's 6 seconds. It's not much. You do get to see Wonder Man's kind of strength and power a little bit. That's about all you get for an ad to it. I mean, we're not going to get a Wonder Man trailer until November. I don't think so. It is
Okay.
what it is.
All right, hold please. I'm gonna watch this. Wait.
It's so long, Greg.
Uh, wait, this one's from 8 months ago, so it's definitely not that one.
Yep, definitely not that one.
IGN 5 days ago, official trailer. It's a minute long though.
No,
Can't be that one.
just go to our Facebook page,
We have a Facebook page?
facebook.com/10minmarvel, and it's
Good
down
plug.
there. I know. That was smooth, wasn't it?
Okay, I'm scrolling. Oh, here we go. Boom. Hang on.
Oh yeah, the other clip this week for Fantastic Four was the Canada Dry clip.
Oh, I mean the big sign that they had.
Yeah, the really it's the Silver Surfer clip kind of set up one. I'm assuming we're going to get the meet the character clips for all the main characters.
Oh,
And I, for one, welcome our Devourer.
what's it? Oh, Immortal Thor? Is that a
Yeah,
comic?
comic.
Where is it? It is like,
I think it's just
oh,
under
I
that.
found it. I got it. Okay, hold please.
Do 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 do. Super useful for our time. Have me make noises.
That was not worth the pause, was it? Uh, okay. I don't know. Not much there. I'll just
No,
say,
not much there. It's honestly, it shows about as much as the Eyes of Wakanda teaser did, and that was 30 seconds. So,
yeah, I literally see him like smashing a table
mhm,
and Trevor Slattery, and
that's about it. Yep.
that's about it. All right.
All right. On to the main topic then, as we wrap up the news here. We wanted to take a look at the five main characters, or kind of five characters who are likely to show back up in the MCU from Ironheart and figure out where we think they could go. I don't expect this to take super long, but it's like an interesting little exercise to think about where they could go that we got into a little bit. Some of us spent more time on it than others.
I don't know who that is. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Better.
Yeah, actually, I didn't spend much time on it either. You know how I do these things. I wing it.
Yep, I know. You do.
All
And
right,
it
so
doesn't show nearly as much as me. So,
let's kick off with Mephisto. Where does Mephisto show up next?
oh God, I didn't even get to think about that one. How about
I
you tell
know.
me what you think, and I'll maybe
Sure.
agree with you.
Um, I think probably the first spot I could see would be I like him kind of as a villain for Strange Academy or Champions.
Okay.
He's somebody who's a little bit too big for them actually to defeat, but if they let them figure out some way to deal with him. Plus, he's a great villain for them because they are kids. They're going to be more willing to make a deal. They're not going to think about the ramifications fully on it. So,
The
kind of
temptation
like,
will be there.
yeah, yeah. I kind of
Hmm.
like it there for the television side. Midnight Suns. if you're gonna do a movie.
Yeah, Midnight Suns was my first thought.
Hmm.
Or if you end up doing a Ghost Rider,
Yeah, if that's a separate project.
yeah. Otherwise, I would lean more towards Doctor Strange. It just,
Yes.
I think it fits more. I think it, although it is, oh yeah, because it's such a big thing for a champions team to take on. But I
Yes.
kind of like the idea of the champions team rallying around Riri. But
Yeah, I just
it's,
like the idea of Iman Vellani, or not Iman Vellani, but Kamala Khan leading this team with Kate Bishop, with all these other heroes, and they feel like she feels like she's kind of like Nick Fury. She's putting together her team, and they're gonna quickly realize, oh no, we are so far in over our heads. We're screwed. How do we get unscrewed?
how do we unscrew ourselves and
Yes.
face up against a demon that is basically made a deal with this woman and
Yep.
is taking over her body in a sense, or taking her soul?
Yep.
It seems like a little bit much. I mean,
It does, but it
it,
also seems fun because
yeah,
how do you deal with something that is so far beyond you?
yeah. Again, could make for some really fun writing, right?
Hmm.
So, um, Doctor
And
Strange or the Strange Academy, though, it fits a little bit more magic
yes.
and stuff like that. So,
Well,
um,
and in the Strange Academy comics, Dormammu's son, Doyle, I believe it's Doyle, goes there to Strange Academy. So why don't you maybe make Blackheart go there?
yeah.
And have like Mephisto, you're like, is Mephisto the villain? Is Blackheart actually good? I mean, the name kind of implies no, but let's make me question that.
Is he the what's that kid in Harry Potter, the white hair? The
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, there we go. It's like
Yes.
that in Strange Academy. Yeah, so like to me that seems to blend a little bit better.
Yes.
And so I think that's pretty cool too.
Hmm.
Um
So
yeah,
we
I
have
just
a number of options there. How
yeah.
about Parker Robbins, the Hood?
Um
Now, I think he makes more sense for a villain for the champions
yes.
because
But
he wants to get back to what he had and he wants revenge on Riri.
right. What yes. I just think he's kind of a character that I don't know where they're gonna go with him. Obviously he's
Hmm.
seeking out more magic,
Yes.
right, to become, and but he's not really the hood anymore because
Doesn't have the hood.
doesn't really have the hood. So he's obviously trying to go back after the hood. I don't know.
Hmm.
It seems just a little bit out of place for the champions, but it does make more sense there. Otherwise, having him, I would almost like to see him in Daredevil.
That's what I was going to say as my other option is
Yeah,
like once you kind of wrap up this Fisk Mayor vigilante arc, have him go to New York to get more power. Maybe even to get the hood back. Like Riri ha interacts, show us at some point in time an interaction between Riri and Doctor Strange. And
hmm,
Doctor Strange says, we'll take care of the hood for you. Like it's just too dangerous. So it
yep,
goes into the Sanctum Sanctorum. Parker Robbins goes there to get the hood back.
yeah.
And can because the security on the Sanctum Sanctorum generally seems suspect.
Seems like a door you got at a big box store.
Yep.
Like just I don't know.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I
I
do like that. I think that'd be a really fun idea and a place to take it, right? I know you're taking them out of New York. I mean, out of Chicago,
yep.
but that's okay because I don't think that's there's no connection necessarily as like there
Right.
is with Riri for him. So pull him into the big city, a lot of action going on there, right? And he finds the Sanctum Sanctorum, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. I like it.
Mhm. Especially because you could play around with the idea of, okay, Fisk is gone. You now have a power vacuum. What gangs are going to take over? And the
Right.
Hood could be leading one of those.
Yeah.
How about Ezekiel Stain?
This one was kind of tough. I I
Armor
I thought
Wars.
about
No,
I thought about what'd you say?
Armor Wars.
Oh, I know, right? That actually was my first thought. And then I'm
Yeah,
like, well, let's be honest, we don't know.
very true.
So I don't. It's kind of a B-level villain,
Yep.
and
And he's not even a villain, really.
right. I'm thinking like when they bring back Agents of Shield, that's right. That's like the perfect spot for him. If they would
I
bring
like
back
it.
Agents of Shield and like toss him right into that. Bring Coulson back. Him and Coulson can, I don't know, love hate each other.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad. Like I
Yes.
mean, like like it's Ezekiel saying is like he's not like a bad guy, like you just said, but something's driving him. There's like kind of an internal
Hmm.
bad guy to him in a way. But
Yeah. Honestly, he feels like the right sort of villain who, or character who could interact with Gaia.
oh
And
wow,
if Secret Invasion had been good.
yeah. What's
Like,
her name? What's the
um, Olivia Colman's character.
yeah,
Like that's the right spot for his character.
right.
Um, why am I blanking on Olivia Colman's character's name? Let me look it up. Sonia Fallsworth.
There we go. I kept want to
Yes.
say to Dolores. I'm like, that's just not right.
Dolores
Dolores.
Fallsworth. And I wanted to say Falstaff, which I was like, that's also not right.
Um, yeah, like kind of get him somehow mixed up in that
Yeah,
crew. Um,
and like the idea of he has the augmenting technology, Falsworth is going to want to get her hands on something like that. She's going to want to use it for her own purpose. So again, it's not necessarily an evil person trying to get it, and he's not necessarily an evil person. It's just two groups that will be at odds.
hmm I'm kind of going through the list of like just TV shows. Because oddly enough, it kind of works in that secret
Hmm.
invasion thing, and so I'm trying to find another vein where
Or
I'd like to see him.
yeah,
I mean, obviously he could go into the season two of Ironheart, whatever that is, but
yeah,
um, it just he's such a weird. He's in such a weird spot.
yep. He really is.
They kind of wrote him into a corner a little bit. So
Yep.
good luck,
Uh,
Marvel.
yeah.
They'll
Honestly,
figure it out.
it's one of those where I look at it and go like, you know what? I'm okay with whatever they decide for his character at this point because I have no expectation for him. It's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want because I don't see what you're doing.
Right. Uh, I guess whatever happened, like wherever, maybe he shows up in like Shang-Chi 2. I don't know, somewhere in Madripoor. I don't know,
Oh
like,
yeah,
right? Kind of black market stuff going
yeah.
on,
I mean, that's why we said Armor Wars is our first
right?
option.
I know. So yeah, yeah,
But then let's continue on towards a character who is just a good but chaotic character, Zelma Stanton. Where does she
oh,
show up next? Strange Academy, if that happens.
right. I think that, or even if they ever do a Wanda
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch movie,
Hmm. Doctor Strange 3.
it would be kind of fun. Like it just
Hmm.
they come across, they cross paths, and somehow,
Yeah.
like some way, he knows of her shop,
Yep.
or
Or like her extra dimensional
yeah,
workspace.
yeah,
Like
he just
he
pops in.
knows and he's been keeping an eye on it to make sure that she's not doing anything too dumb and dangerous.
Yeah, like, hey, I need your help with this thing. It's not too dangerous, but I need something from you. And he pops into that little
Yep.
space and like kind of recruits her for something, some task.
Hmm.
Um,
And she obviously has a lot of knowledge on Dormammu.
mhm.
So,
That she's 47% sure about,
yeah.
I think, or whatever it was.
Well, she was 47% sure that they'd be borrowing power from Dormammu,
Yeah.
or that that's where the Hood was
Like,
getting his power.
yeah.
Kept on going lower. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anywhere else that's like, oh yeah, no, that would be a really good fit for her. Honestly, the Vision show,
Mm.
if you play around with the idea of once the family's back together, they need some way to contact the Scarlet Witch,
Oh, sure.
something like that. She would just be the magical resource because I feel like Vision would be smart enough to know and think, yeah, what we probably shouldn't go to Doctor Strange to try and contact this evil, contact Wanda. He probably doesn't trust her still. And, well, we're going to be dealing with the dead and things like that.
Hmm. Yeah. While you were saying that, I was thinking, what about like if we could get Catherine Hahn back for
Yep.
Agatha and Billy,
Yep.
and they need her for something, I would like to see Agatha or Catherine Hahn and Agatha or and Zelma kind of,
Yes. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah.
Then I feel like, I mean, Zelma, I think, is a character who it's very possible we'll never see her again.
Yeah, she's so,
But,
but like I said,
but,
she lit up the screen though pretty well,
mhm,
and I think it'd be a shame.
yes.
But don't, and I don't think you have to force it. I was gonna say don't
No.
force it, but I don't think you really need to. There's kind of a lot of avenues in, and it doesn't have to be much, but just she's
Mhm.
one of those pop-in characters that,
Yeah.
you know, that just helps out. I think it's
Mhm.
kind of cool.
Yep. You could actually give her kind of the story that the Scarlet Witch has had in the comics recently, where Scarlet Witch runs a shop, magic shop, and there's a door in the magic shop, and whenever somebody is in their point of like greatest need, they can come through that door in the shop. And that's
Mm.
the real point of it. And so you have Zelma be the one running the shop instead. And in the comics, this is actually where Darcy is introduced in the comics because she was a movie character before being a comic character. So, I mean,
Hmm.
I'm down with more Darcy showing up. And I
We
think
all know you want more Darcy.
Zelma and Darcy could be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be good.
Add in Jimmy Woo, that'd be like perfect.
Oh, that's a good little. That's like a presentation, like a special or something like that.
Yep.
Just to have, or they're like searching for Wanda,
Hmm.
or
Yeah,
Ralph
like
Boner sells his soul to Mephisto for some reason,
oh, that would be hilarious.
and so they're looking for Ralph, and they come across Mephisto.
Yep.
Um, oh yeah, okay, that's fun. Sorry, my brain took off
All
for a
right.
while.
Then, I mean, the final character, I think nobody's surprised. Ironheart herself, Riri Williams. Where do you want her to show up next?
I is the one I wrote down, and obviously, all right, big yawn. Young Avengers slash Champions is where,
Yeah.
that's kind of the obvious one. I was trying to look beyond that a little
Hmm.
bit more. Um,
I like the Ironheart season two idea we pitched with Mephisto and the idea of like that damnation storyline taking place in Chicago.
yeah, yeah,
That that to me sounds like the best thing because I'd love to have just another season of getting to know Riri as a
yeah.
character.
I think it would help too to have that second season before you really launch her outward past that.
Yeah.
It gives us a little more time learning about her. Like we had Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, not to compare, but I'm comparing
Yeah.
in a sense. Um, but we got to know her. We'll get to know her better with the second season, I think, as
Yes.
well. And she can kind of come out of her, not out of her shell. I want to say she'll be more comfortable in that role, I think.
Mhm.
And then it's a little bit more believable going into if she hits the big screen or if she goes off to
Yeah.
the champions.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like this first season is so much about her trying to deal with her grief
Hmm.
and her not dealing with her grief, really. So for a season two, you have a lot much bigger playground, I think, to go with her and kind of to give her some more and different personality elements.
Yeah. You kind of need to see her come out of the that tunnel, I think, a little bit
Hmm.
and otherwise it feels like an unfinished story. So,
Yeah, unfinished, or if she is still kind of in that same tunnel, it feels like you're treading ground.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I want to see what's next for her because, yes, we've seen her in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, but, well, she was a fun character in there. She really didn't have much character.
Mhm. Right. Uh yes. I guess you got to know
You got to see
her as a
some personality, but no real character movement
yeah.
and growth.
Yeah.
She was MacGuffin for the story.
Yeah.
Any last spots for that? Do you think there's a chance that we see the blood siblings, clown, slug again ever.
No.
Yeah,
Honestly, no. I do still feel that John will show back up though. I'm feeling that because I want him to come back. That's mainly why. Because
that's fair.
I think him and
Who's
Anthony
likely to,
Ramos,
yeah, who's likely to show up again from the gang? Oh, the
yeah,
one who's dead.
the one, yeah, I mean it's the obvious choice, right?
Yep.
And we are talking about demons and magic, so
Yeah.
why
And
not go with the dead
comics.
one? Yeah. I thought he was really good, and I thought the dynamic between him and Anthony Ramos was really good. And I don't know, I think not much, right? But I think it's still going to be something where it'd be a driving force in the story to for the Hood's character
Yeah.
if we see him again in some shape, whether it is, Sacha Baron Cohen, but playing the character of playing John, I don't know. But either way, that's my
Hmm.
guess.
Fair.
And it's a
Fair.
big guess.
That is a big guess for sure. But with that guess in place, we'll wrap up here. And just want to thank you all for listening. Again, like Greg did at the beginning, let us know where you think some of these characters could show up. And Greg, do you realize that next week, so next week's episode is going to be our last episode before Fantastic Four?
It's
Greg did not know that.
that only happens once, people. It's the last episode before Fantastic Four. It only happens once in this lifetime, so you guys better
Right. So
listen and tune in.
we're going to be talking about our hopes, fears, dreams, aspirations, what the hell we think the post-credit scenes are going to be for Fantastic Four on next episode.
Will I ever get to meet Vanessa Kirby?
No,
Damn it.
there's the restraining order.
That didn't expire? God,
Nope.
I thought it. Oh,
No.
all right.
I have my lawyers working with her to make sure that that stays in place.
Why aren't you on my side, you jerk? I know
Eh,
why. It makes
eh,
sense, actually.
yeah. All right.
All
So,
right.
like I said, Greg gave a few ways you could help support the podcast at the beginning. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/nerdologists. The funds and the fun goes to help support this podcast as well as the Malts and Meeples YouTube channel, the 10 Minute Marvel YouTube channel, and the nerdologists.com website. But with that, we will see you next time.
Vanessa Kirby. Oh, bam.
That was creepy.